Hey folks, Silveus here. I'm in the Spirit Grounds, Spirit Lands, whatever they're called. I already just did this. The middle grade ones. I did make a video of this in the past. I'm making another one here because my last one kind of sucked. So yeah, I'm doing a better, higher quality one here. Funny fact, right? I did this and started this whole video, did this whole like conversation I'm having right now. Obviously not this exact conversation. But I did this whole thing and then realized that I'd started it like maybe 5 minutes before server save. So immediately it was just server save time, which completely like botched my whole video and everything like that. It was a huge crapshoot. So anyway, here I am again. I want to, and I should have done this before. Let me kill this dude, and I'll set up my my loot pick. All right, let me clear the server log. Alright, we've got, I do that literally every time. 888 crystalline arrows. That's a cool amount of crystalline arrows to be sure. Let me go into here. Scroll all the way down, select object. 451 of those. 35 of those. And 110 of those. Alright, so yeah, let's get to this now. So yeah, anyway, here I am. Spirit Grounds, whatever they're called. Again, I'm not really 100% certain what they're called right now. This place, because of the Soul Eaters, isn't really great for Paladins. Is probably horrible for Knights. Brain Deaths aren't probably a great Knight monster. Let's kill the Night Stalker. Let's not just let the Night Stalker casually walk up to me. Oh, hey, I'm running into a wall. Alright, let's kill the Banshee. I am doing not a great job at like moving myself into a like intelligent position. Yeah, so the Soul Eaters are 90% resistant to physical, which makes them very poor for Knights, very poor for Paladins largely. They're not weak or strong against Earth, so I'm using envenomed arrows. They're slightly weak to, I think, energy and fire, which means you could use flash arrows and flaming arrows, I think they're called. But I'm sticking to the envenomed arrows due to their just higher base value. And also because I happen to have a whole bunch of them in my box already. Otherwise, we've got Brain Deaths, who summon vampires. Banshees, who hit pretty hard in melee. And the Night Stalkers also, which are kind of the meh monster. They do paralyze, though, which is kind of annoying. In fact, I think the Banshees paralyze, and they petrified scream. I've never looted a petrified scream before. Interesting. I think the Brain Deaths might paralyze. Yep, hey look, Brain Deaths paralyzed. That was really convenient timing, actually. He just perfectly paralyzed me right as I was talking about whether or not he could paralyze me. They also drain your mana, which is obnoxious. And I hit the wrong button. There we go. So yeah, Knights, if you were going to hunt here, Runes was probably not really a good option. Your best bet for dealing with the Soul Eaters is a enchanted weapon, and since there aren't really that many great enchanted weapons, expect that to kind of suck. Mages, however, will do great, and in my making this last video that I'm going to delete and will never see the light of day, Soul Eaters give like pretty solid EXP, but really good loot. They're like great monsters to hunt. Even with the like the consequence or the negative of hunting them as a paladin, I'm still profiting enough off of them that I'm like okay with this trade-off. Oh, Jesus. By the way, the Night Stalkers still frighten me with their transformations. I have now fought Grim Reapers, so like I now know exactly how tough Grim Reapers are. And I've also fought a Vampire Lord, so I know how tough a Vampire Lord is too. So, both of those things, like, just suddenly being here are just absolutely terrifying to me. Now, I do know that both of those things won't actually be here, but Night Stalkers in other places do just absolutely terrify me. They're little, like, oh crap moments. So yeah, I'm gonna see if I can't manage to make a full circuit of this place. Like I said, this is the middle grade of the Spirit Grounds. There goes all my mana. Ugh, stupid vampire. There we go. The lesser version is like zombies, ghosts, and some other junk, and then the greater version has like specters and nightmares and stuff in it. Again, the addition of the specters makes it kind of crap for any like a knight or a paladin. Again, though, I think like mages would probably do pretty well. It's a Grim Reaper, not really. It's no loot. Kill the Banshee first. Even with dealing with the envenomed arrows, it still takes a few shots to kill the Soul Eater. And they go invisible, which is annoying. That's all sorts of not right. For the love of God, just die. Oh my God. Ugh, jeez. I'm just, like, not killing anything effectively right now. Well, there you go. How do you like them apples? And the Soul Eater is apparently standing next to me. Good. Well, this little part here sort of sucked. Like, did not really go smoothly. Is the Banshee back? Yeah, the Banshee seems to be back. There we go, and now you have to go back. Paralyze me. I was pretty sure that Banshees won't run through fire. They apparently will. I was quite surprised by this both times it happened to me. Is the Banshee dead? No, is the Banshee just... Alright, there's the Banshee. Oh my God. I'm like not killing anything and getting stuck in this spot. This is why this place is not great for paladins, by the way. If you can kind of take them one at a time, it's... I mean, it still sucks, but it's like doable. But not taking them one at a time, it's just a crap storm. You're definitely gonna want to use walls if you're coming here. Look, a Soul Eater. The walls will definitely help, especially like the Soul Eaters and the Night Stalkers go invisible. The Brain Death summon, it's just a hassle. Definitely bring walls. God, such terrible hits. But yeah, they drop like a decent amount of plats. They're definitely worth it. Kill the Brain Death. Here comes the stupid summon vampire. I'm having one of those days where I swear I'm like somehow stuck on defensive fighting. And just all of my hits are jokes. It's kind of killing me a little bit. Like literally killing me. But yeah, like I swear I'm stuck in defensive fighting for some reason. Now, I think this is just a spot you can kind of... Yeah, one of the nice things about this place is there's several of these spots where there's just like nothing up there, so you can go and be safe for a little while. Actually, on that note, too, I put a proposal up on the proposal boards again. The general idea is that, like, you know, I'm sure most people have probably been playing Tibia and had, like, the phone ring, and it was an important conversation. And not only an important conversation, but, like, a attention-grabbing conversation, you know, where you couldn't really effectively play the game and talk at the same time. Or, you know, like, a child woke up and started crying or something, or, you know, somebody's at the door, or just a family member's calling for something. Hey, can you help me with this? Hey, can you take out the trash? Blah, 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 blah. Something. But ultimately, though, you've probably been playing Tibia at some point and had real life interfere and, like, interject itself into your Tibia play. And then when that happens, you're kind of stuck in this, like, annoying situation of, like, either frantically rushing for, like, a safe spot or something, or just trying to kill everything around you and then hoping nothing respawns, or at least that you can log out, which takes a minute, assuming everything's already dead. And then, you know, you're going to log back in surrounded by monsters. Or, you know, you're just like, sorry, can't deal with the problem. Child, you'll have to just continue screaming and hopefully whatever it is not life-threatening. Yeah, I mean, we've all been there. And I've definitely died in Tibia. Oh, look at that, like 6 platinum pieces. I've definitely died in Tibia due to, like, somebody asking me to go do something and being like, I'm kind of playing a game right now. This was back when I was a kid still. When I was still in school and stuff like that. My parents were like, you gotta go take the trash out. I'm like, dude, I'm playing Tibia. Take the trash out now! Oh, come on, can I do it later? Nope, do it now. Fine, came back, got killed by demon skeletons. I was doing a guild hunt in the Ghostlands. Yay, a piece of junk. Wow, that provides a lot of light. But yeah, like I think everybody's been there. So anyway, my proposal started out as just adding like elevated platforms in all the hunting spots. Really? You know, or like holes that you could hop down. Somewhere you could hop down and be safe temporarily. Sure, there wouldn't be like all over the place, so you'd still have to like make it to one of them. But I figured they'd be better than nothing, at least. However, it was pointed out in like conversation with other people on the board that that would probably require a hefty like redesign of a lot of hunting spots. So I want to go back. Oh, hey. I was gonna say I want to go back there and get whoever is on fire. 8 gold coins and paralyzed. And I'm paralyzed again. There we go. Must get the thing that's burning. Soul Eater over here. Nope, Banshee over here. Alright. They both shoot like the mat. Yeah, the whatever. The music symbols. Oh, for the love of God, just die! I swear I'm stuck in defensive fighting. And then they run. And they run kind of early, too. Another petrified screen. That's cool. Night Stalker. Somebody's still burning over here. I desperately need to go get this person that's burning. It's irking me so much. Alright, it's Brain Death that's burning. Yeah, stay on that side of the fire. That way the vampire can't get to me. Perfect. And then a Night Stalker. Will you run across the fire? You will not run across the fire. Good to know. And now the fire's not there. Anyway, so yeah, it was pointed out that that would require a pretty hefty like redesign of a lot of spots, and would be mostly like a pretty big hassle for the like Tibia devs. So that was scrapped. Then we came up with the idea of like an item like the I'm running into a thing. An item like the Adventurer Stone that like you can use if you don't have a battle symbol that would teleport you to like a dungeon hub. We kind of went through like a couple of incarnations of that, like where there was one universal hub, then there was hubs to each dungeon. We weren't sure how to handle it with like PvP and stuff like that, because we don't want it to be used as a way to get out of a PvP situation. That is definitely not what we wanted to do. So we were like torn on whether or not it would work there. The version I was happiest with was one where oh God, you guys suck. Did I get hit? Seriously? Did he hit me somehow? The idea I liked the most ultimately was that in the hub there would be like different hubs for each dungeon. That way, like, people couldn't just camp the hub, because, you know, they know anybody who's going to the hub is going AFK, essentially. And I don't want, like, PKers to be camping the hub so that they can hit people that they know are going to be unresponsive. Because that's not the intent of the whole plan. You can't get to me now, loser. Great mana potion. Also part of the reason why these are probably great for mages. They drop a whole bunch of pots. Yay, the spot! So yeah, the idea is that the while you're in the hub, you wouldn't regenerate and you wouldn't heal, so that you can't use it for like any kind of situations like that. There's also going to be a cooldown on being able to use the item that lets you get there. That way, you know, obviously you can't just keep going back and forth. You'd still be able to get PK'd while you're in there, but because like each hub would be unique to a spot, so somebody would be able to like, who was trying to PK you in the first place, you wouldn't be able to escape to the hub, but unless they happen to be like camping at your particular hub, they wouldn't be able to camp your spawn. That was the version I liked the best. There was a couple of other like variants, and we hadn't really determined which was best. But one of the other things was, ultimately, we gave up, at least I did. I gave up on the idea of a Adventurer Stone type item, and went with the idea of a he went invisible. Where is he at? There we go. Went with an idea of a they make you drowned, and that's annoying. a spell, like Utamu Sanctuary, I think somebody suggested. So I thought it was a pretty good idea. Anyway, I'll put a link to that so you guys can check it out. Go comment on it. Keep it bumped on the front page. I'm not really sure what the mechanic is for getting a proposal accepted. I don't know. I feel like some people would feel like it's a, like, making the game easier kind of thing, but, like, most video games let you pause, and most MMOs, like, have a pretty easy way of you being able to go, like, away from the keyboard in a rough situation. I mean, the other MMO I play and do, like, Let's Plays of is DDO. And DDO doesn't have respawning monsters, so as long as you just kill everything that's in the room with you, you're fine. Hey, I didn't even realize the spot's over here. So yeah, I mean, like, you know, if I'm in this area right now in DDO, I just kill this brain death, and then I'm perfectly capable of going AFK. Which I think is probably, like, a pretty good way of handling it. You just die? Thanks. 29 gold. Lame, but nice. It's like, surprisingly, like, I thought this was, like, just a little tiny spot over here, but this is, like, surprisingly expansive so far. Can he? Okay, good. He can't get through there. Haha, hit you. That was a solid hit. That was a solid hit. Yeah, I mean, then the Soul Eaters are just amazing. I'm still, like, shocked at how good the Soul Eaters are. They make me want to, like, get back on my mage and go hunt at the Soul Eater Mountains. Poison Dagger, Candlestick. I don't know if Poison Daggers are worth anything. I would guess that they're probably not, but you never know. Stupid mana drain, seriously. Ugh, and then the vampire managed to hit me. Twice, no less. Twice. Soul Eater over there. I'm not gonna bother with the whatchamacallit. The Poison Dagger. I'm just gonna run under the assumption that it's worthless. And now I'm making, yeah, making a really poor choice of running deeper into this place while running a monster. Switch to the Banshee, switch to the arrows to kill the Banshee. I'm drowning! And that Banshee's fully healing itself over and over again. Yeah, run away. You're dead now. And I'm running into a wall. That'll work on that. That whole, like, running into inanimate objects thing I do sometimes. Alright, I want my 69 gold coins. I want whatever that Banshee dropped, and I want whatever that other Soul Eater dropped, because I know that this other Soul Eater dropped some good stuff. Also, just on a side note, it's pretty easy to lose track of where you killed things in here. Like right there, for instance. That was a pretty hard to find one. 6 platinum pieces, and I don't know how much that the lizard thing, Essence of a Lizard is, but it's probably worth something, would be my guess. Anything up here? Doesn't look like it. Oh no. Yep, nothing up here. Okay. Huh. Yeah, I don't know if the other spirit grounds use the same map or not. I know the area where you first come in looks the same, because I did try coming here before on the higher difficulty one, but there was a Spectre and a Nightmare right there on the front stairs, and that's just a little bit too much. I did not mean to dismount. Get back on my sheep. Ultimate health potion. I don't know why there's like mana pots, health pots, strong mana pots, strong health pots, great mana pots, great health pots, and then there's just ultimate pots, or ultimate health pots. There are no ultimate mana pots. I don't understand why. There's great spirit pots, but not strong spirit pots, or any other type of spirit pot. Just greats. And I don't understand why. I feel like there should be a better spirit pot. Wrong button. Yay, he fully healed himself. I suppose I could probably kill these guys a little bit faster if I was shooting them with my, like, divine strikes. They are, I knew that was going to happen. They are weak to holy, too, so, I mean, I probably could get some extra damage. I'm just cheap and hate wasting mana. Cheap. Now, what do we got over here? Brain Death. Switch arrows. I'm pretty sure switching arrows is like counting as my attack for the turn. So when I switch arrows like in battle, it's kind of negatively impacting me quite a bit. So again, I'm like surprised at this little spot over here. I just thought it was like a really tiny spot I was getting into, but it's much bigger than I thought. A candlestick. Yay. Colonel Mustard in the Spirit Grounds with a candlestick. Anybody know what I'm talking about? We'll see. It's a board game called Clue. I used to love that game, by the way. It's not a game that you can play with only 2 people, effectively, though, which is a shame. You kind of need, like, 3 or 4 people. Oh. Bam. Bam. Oh. Didn't kill him. Lizard Essence. I'm not really sure what Soul Eaters are. I guess they appear to be some type of, like, lizard-type creature. But yeah, this is good enough that I'm, like, considering unlocking the Soul Eater Mountains on Silveus and going to hunt there on Silveus. They're, like, actually that good. Ugh. What's the Night Stalker? Yeah, there we go. Alright, that was Spirit Cloak. Is that worth anything? Well, I guess we will ultimately find out when I do my loot pick. I wish the Brain Deaths weren't crushing me with their mana drain quite as much. She healed. I was killed by a Banshee once a long time ago. Oh, for the love of God, just die. Thank you. Silver Amulet. I saw, like, words and thought it was something better than that. Alright, there we go. Yeah, a long time ago, God, I was like... It was right after Wands and Rods came out, before the new magic system, so before there was, like, Ice-type magic. Me and my buddy were, for the first time, we were exploring one of the back areas of one of the, like, Anchorman tombs. He was a druid, I was a druid. I think he was a higher level than me. So I was probably like level 28, and he was probably like level 32. We're exploring one of the back tombs, which is probably like a horrible idea, right? So we run into a Banshee. Alright, get the Brain Death. Yeah, so we run into a Banshee, right? And we both, like, panic, because we know Banshees are dangerous monsters, right? So we both start running while shooting it. And it gets on my friend, and it paralyzes him. So it's attacking him, and he's paralyzed. So I'm like, alright, I gotta, like, I can't let it kill him. So, I get there, and I get in front of the Banshee. So, really, I missed at that last moment. Oh, God. Oh, man. Like, if I hadn't missed that, I wouldn't have taken any damage today. Well, anyway. So I get in front of the Banshee so that it's hitting me instead of him, so that he can get his chance to, like, heal and get away from the paralyze. Meanwhile, we're both, like, shooting the Banshee, and we hit it with, like, a couple of SDs. So the Banshee starts running from us, and I'm like, oh, man, no way am I letting this Banshee run, right? Like, not happening. I'm taking this Banshee down, especially since I already sudden deathed it like 3 times and wasted, you know, the money on those. So, like, it's definitely dying. So I start chasing after it, and it heals, which I didn't realize they could do, and then just turns around and sings, and I just die. I didn't have mana shield up or anything like that. I just die. Level, like, 28 Druid just cannot survive a hit from a Banshee song. It's kind of funny, though. It was a good time, though. Alright, let's see. Should I kind of loop back a little bit? Yeah, it's loop back. Oh, hey, wow. Did not even see him. Soul Eater. Ugh, and now I got a Night Stalker. Oh, and that's not something I can run through. Okay. This, when I was, like, hunting in the Forogmore, or whatever that place is called, Glacier, I consistently had that issue where I was like running into chunks of ice on the ground and not realizing that they were preventing my movement. And this place is definitely worse than that place was. So that's where I went down. I'm kind of getting close to the actual entrance that I came in. I'm gonna go up to the entrance and then loop around this thing and then come around the back. Boop. What's over there? That's a Soul Eater. Nope, wrong arrows. Whoop, dying. Do. Dying is bad. And nothing here is something I particularly want to die to. You know, like dying to a demon's okay. Like, you know, that's like a respectable monster to have kill you. Getting killed by a Soul Eater, that's not really respectable. Getting killed by like a Brain Death, that's also not respectable. Nobody's like, oh man, I got killed by Brain Deaths. Without being like an idiot to some degree. But no, like demons are okay. Behemoths are okay. Warlocks are okay. Some kind of like boss monster, that's okay. I mean, something just that's like fast and hard to run away from too is I think also acceptable to have kill you. You know, like a giant spider. Something that can hit really hard with magic attacks too. Another little safe spot up here. Oh boy. And that's where I came in from. And that's a Soul Eater. Yeah, I mean, this place would be really cool if I was a mage. Again, I'm just... Ooh, hey, look at that, I leveled up. Hey, I don't really want to level up, though. Annoying. Ugh. I want a task. I should be tasking right now. Actually, I'm super excited about the next task level. All the level 130 things I'm actually really excited about. And all the level 80 to 120 things I'm super not excited about. So I'm actually okay with leveling up right now. I mean, like, nightmares were cool. Giant spiders were cool. Hellspawn were awful. Stampors were also kind of awful. Brimstone bugs were alright. Did you? Hit you. Hit you, you stupid hoe bag. You went invisible. And then you hit me. Where are you at? How long are you going to stay invisible? Really, I mean, how long are you going to stay invisible? There we go. That was kind of annoying. Thank you for just dying. Get rid of the Banshee. 5 platinum pieces. Again, this is why they're great. They're just great. Ugh. Wrong arrows. Haha. You guys don't know how to go through fire, so die in a hole. Ugh. You, however, know how to go through fire. There we go. Alright, back to the Soul Eaters. Cure my poison. I don't get poisoned enough to make me consider just keeping my poison running. Pirates by Dyrachia. That's annoying. Not that. There we go. Got rid of him. I'm drinking pots because I just assumed that I was at low HP, low mana, but I forgot I leveled up recently. Oops. It happens sometimes. And wasn't I fighting a Banshee a while ago? Where'd she go? Can I kill you before the Brain Death gets over here? Please? Nope. Here comes the Brain Death. With a full entourage of vampires. Heal. Heal. The vampires can't get through the fire, though. Brain Death will go through the fire. Not that it's super relevant, because it likes to keep distance from you, but the Brain Death will go through the fire. I was really surprised that the Banshee would go through the fire, too. Like, that really caught me off guard when it happened. Because I was pretty sure I had fought Banshees at the Dreffia vampires. And, you know, I was, like, routinely using firewalls to keep the vampires off me. I assumed it was keeping the Banshees off me at the same time. But I guess I was wrong. Terror Mantle. That's kind of cool. Some nice profit now. And a Soul Eater and a Brain Death. I swear, like, those two things just respawned. How am I on arrows, actually? Alright, 265. How many did I use? I don't remember what I was at originally. Probably doesn't matter. Can you just die? Die, please. I was actually surprised there too. Actually, I just got good loot off of a Banshee. I've never gotten good loot off of a Banshee. I've just kind of, I think they drop sweet smelling baits. I think, and that's like the only thing of value that I assume that they ever drop. What's his face just went invisible, which is annoying. It's a Vampire Lord. I killed a Vampire Lord the other day. The one that shows up in Edron sometimes. A guy who ultimately... I don't know if the simple dress is worth anything. I'll pick it up, though. A guy who I ultimately invited to my guild told me where it was at. He was, like, in the English chat. And he was like, yo, does anybody... What's his name? I'm pretty sure I got him in here. Lara Kogo? He was like, yo, any high levels want to, like, know something cool? So some guy, like, said yeah, but then that dude, like, didn't respond to him. So I was like, well, I would like to know the cool thing or whatever. So he told me that there was a vampire boss there. So I was like, all right, yeah, sick, I'll go fight the vampire boss. And this was right after I got killed by the demon hunt, right? So I go, I'm, like, rushing to get to this boss, right? Because, like, I'm afraid somebody else is going to snag it from me. And he's even, like... I think I see somebody approaching, so I'm like, oh, man, I'm rushing. So I didn't have supplies. I came in with maybe, like, 30 mana pots and, like, 200 arrows. And I think I had, like, a couple of firewalls on me. So I just popped down, throw a firewall. I had no idea how hard the boss actually hit. So, like, I completely underestimated the boss. I did not realize that there was a horde of actual vampires in the room, or that the boss would summon 4 additional vampires at a go, like in one shot. So I just, like, hopped him around while he was invisible with the firewall, and just slowly whittled all the vampires down with divine calderas, and then, like, shot the boss until he died. But what was really dangerous was apparently that boss can make you drunk. And he never made me drunk, but if he had made me drunk and then he hits for like 800 in melee or something like that, that would have been a pretty big problem. So it was actually significantly more dangerous than I gave it credit for, but everything worked out okay. He dropped a vampire token, but that's all he dropped. A vampire token on like 13 gold or something like that. And I was going to record the whole process, but because I was rushed, I didn't ultimately set the recording up, so it was a shame. That would have made for a good recording, I think. 4 plats. God, Soul Eaters are amazing. So amazing. Alright, Night Stalker. Wrong arrows. Banshee. Come on, you suck. Oh, you suck. You suck. Banshee got away from me, and I got poisoned. And shoot the brain death. Before it summons. Let's get it. Come on, one more. One more. There we go. Getting pretty decent EXP here, too, I think. Sure, I'm in boosted time, so it's always hard to kind of, like, judge how actual good the EXP is. Ugh. Really? Did I just lag? I think I did just lag. That's kind of scary here. The monsters here are a little bit scary. The interesting thing about most of these monsters is, by themselves, they're not, like, super strong. They do have, like, a pretty tough, like, synergistic effect. Like, the Soul Eater is very defensive, but slow. The Banshee's, you know, fast and hits kind of hard in melee. The Night Stalker is kind of like a... Like, the Banshee's like a berserker. The Night Stalker's like a regular enemy. The Brain Death is like a mage. And then the other dudes, the Soul Eaters are like tanks almost. So they do have like a pretty tough synergistic effect, but what I think really makes this place interesting, for me at least, is that each enemy kind of has like a unique way of dealing with it. Like, I'm not just clicking and attacking for everything. The Brain Death requires me to move closer. How'd I get in there? The Brain Death requires me to move closer. The Banshees require me to move away and, like, also chase after them. It's an interesting, like, you know, you need different strategies for each one of them kind of situation. I like this place, to be honest. I mean, it is a real shame, though, that the Soul Eaters are, like, terrible for Paladins. And also the Brain Deaths sort of suck. I could really do without the Brain Deaths. There we go. I'm not going to bother with the 25 gold. But I really want to. I just don't want to go all the way back there. Alright, so I guess we're done at this point. Yep, we're done. I'm just going to head back to the main entrance and then leave. And again, we have these little safe spots here. I'm going to link my proposal. That just reminded me. I'm definitely going to link my proposal. Can I turn that on? Nope. Alright. I just was wondering. He died on the smoke. That's kind of funny. Night Stalker. One of the other times I was here, some, like, Polish guild dude flipped out and, like, demanded I leave, which was kind of annoying. I don't like it when people demand I leave. Or, okay, I should say I don't like it when people demand I leave in a really rude and obnoxious way. You know, like, if you're hunting here, that's cool. And, like, I don't like it when I'm hunting somewhere and people just come in and hunt on top of me. So, like, I do get it, but, like, you just be like, yo, I'm hunting here. Could you leave and come back later? Not, like, leave now or I'll start luring everything on you. He, like, I think the dude, like, actually threatened me with just by saying, like, leave or I'm going to kill you. Like, dude... You suck. Can you just die? Thank you. And is that another Soul Eater over there? I would like to see if, and I don't know if I can, but I would like to see if I can come back here when it's at the higher difficulty form and see how well I can do there. Spectres will probably be pretty tough for me to kill, but yeah, we'll see how it works. Wow, I'm killing this one really effectively. And then everything went to crap right there. Everything went to crap. There we go. Oh, nothing? That was the worst loot ever. Clerical Mace? That's kind of not worth it. They're, like, worth it. I did not mean to pick up the Clerical Mace. They're worth it. Like, they're worth, I think, the weight, kind of. But, you can only sell them at Edron, and that's a pain. Last Soul Eater. Oh, I did that again. I don't know why. I just random like I have a scroll wheel on my gamepad, and control, not bad. Control scroll down. I set it so that scroll down is the R button. So control R like puts you on your mount, and then control scroll up uses my arrows, so I know how many arrows I have. Alright, folks, I'm going to pause real quick once we get out of here. And then I'll pull up my loot pick, alright? Alright, so let me pause. Pausing. Okay, so we got, let's see. Waste, Envenomed arrows, 2.8k worth of them on 231. 290 crystalline arrows, which is 5.8k. I just like to point out that, like, God, that's, I mean, what, almost 9k worth of arrows I've used. And not even a lot of arrows either, just the enormous amount of arrows. It's crazy how much money I spend on a hunt now compared to what I used to spend. 4 firewalls and 20 strong mana pots. So, I mean, I wasted 10k on the hunt. Gain was 25.2k. Ultimate health potions, 5 of them. 3 petrified screams, 88 platinum coins, which obviously it rounds the gold into platinums. I wish it didn't do that, but whatever. Lizard essences, great mana pots, a black pearl. Wow, the spirit cloak's worth like nothing. That's a shame. Piece of dead brain. Wow, really, the spirit cloak is worth nothing. Silver amulet, and then the Terror amulet. Terror amulet is basically the majority of my profit. I probably would not have done nearly as well without that Terror mantle. I mean, what, I made like 15, basically 15k, and then the Terror amulet was 11, Terror mantle was 11k. So yeah, that's most of the money right there. EXP, though, was pretty solid. Definitely pretty solid EXP. My actual EXP gain was, because I had boosted EXP gain, so like 200,000 an hour. I mean, that's not super great. You definitely could have done better other places, especially as a paladin. Mages, again, though. Mages would have done really well there. Anyway, folks, so that's it for me. Like, favorite, comment, subscribe, check me out on Patreon, Twitter, Facebook, and I will see you folks later.